Okay, today, class, we are going to talk about mountains, the ecosystem of a mountain. Yesterday, we talked about the ecosystem of a coastal of the coast. So today, we're going to read this book about life on a mountain. One of Earth's biomes is found higher up than any other. It is the mountain or alpine biome. I wonder what a biome is. Alright, so we can see ecosystem is living and non-living things. A biome is a specific location. So it's going to be our mountains. It begins above the tree line. Its snowy peaks are some of the planet's harshest places. The alpine biome exists thousands of feet above sea level. Mountains that reach great heights are found across the globe. The world's tallest mountain is Mount Everest in Asia. It reaches over 29,000 feet. I wonder how high Mount Mitchell is. It is our highest mountain in North Carolina. Let's see how tall it is. Alright, let's see. Mount Mitchell. Alright, Mount Mitchell is only 6,089 feet. No, wait. 6,680 feet is its elevation. So, it don't even compare to Mount Everest. The mountaintop climate is known for temperatures far below freezing, but the extreme cold does not last all year. Extreme cold does not last all year at low heights. Temperatures can reach 60 degrees Fahrenheit just below the peak. Other biomes exist closer to the bottom. Alright, so if we look at this mountain zone, it shows there's plains. So here's the bottom part of the mountain. And it is 4,000 to 6,000 feet. Foothills is 6,000 to 800 feet. So that's just going to go up a little bit. Probably right here where these tree lines is probably the foothills. The montane, I would say the montane is right here where you see this green stuff going up the mountain. And the subline, I say it's probably right here, and the alpine is going to be the very tip top. So if we go back, let's see where Mount Mitchell would stand in our mountain zones. If we look, Mount Mitchell is 6,684 feet. So it would only be the foothills. So it would probably be right here where this tree line is. Which isn't very tall compared to Mount Everest. So Mount Everest compared to dear Jesus. Alright. So if we look, the foothills is Mount Everest. So we're going to say, Mount Mitchell. So we're going to say right here. And Mount Everest would be the alpine. So Mount Everest is going to be up here at the tip top, where Mount Mitchell would be down here. That would be a very increase of mountains. They're totally different. So how about we go ahead and let's see how tall the difference is. Go ahead. I want you to go ahead and take Mount Appalachians. I want you to go ahead and take it, how many feet it was, and minus by how much Mount Mitchell was. I want to see how much difference that is. While you're doing that, we'll continue on. Mountaintops are dry, windy places. Only about 12 inches of rain or snow falls each year. I wonder how many 12 inches is. We'll have to get our ruler out and see how long that is. The snow on the tallest mountain peaks does not melt. It stays frozen all year round. I bet it's cold on that mountaintop. Just below the tree line are tall conifers. These trees cannot survive high. I wonder what conifers is. What kind of tree a conifer is. Let's look and see. Okay. These great majorities of trees, they're like shrubs. But mostly would be cedar trees, Douglas firs, cypress firs. So that reminds me of like a Christmas tree. So they must be like Christmas trees, like what we would put up in our house. Most alpine plants are small and low to the ground. This keeps the icy wind from blowing them over. That's neat. So, in these alpine, so in high mountain regions, your small plants are kept low to the ground, so they keep ice and icy winds from blowing them over. So that's how they survive in a mountain area. Alpine plants are able to grow in dry, rocky soil. Their leaves and stems soak up wetness from the air. Flowering plants bloom during warmer growing seasons. Alright, so low levels of carbon dioxide cause the plants to grow slowly. Here's about some animals. Little oxygen in the mountain air makes breathing hard. Many alpine animals have big lungs. Thick fur and extra fat keep most alpine mammals warm. Some animals change color with the season. This is for camouflage. Some alpine animals migrate in winter. They move down the mountain for warmth and better food. I wonder where they migrate. So they move down the mountain. I bet they go down to the foothills. Other animals hibernate during the coldest months, but the tough animals are active all year round. So here's a snow animal. I bet that's one of the tougher animals. So they probably stay active all year long. If you don't know what hibernate means, we'll go over our vocabulary at the end. Mount Everest. Here's our location. It's in Asia. Its height is 29,035 feet tall. It's the tallest mountain in the world. It only gets 18 inches of rain per year. Wow. Alright, so at the end, here is our glossary. So if you didn't know what a word meant, we can look at the word and go over it. Alright. Stop sharing. Okay, since we've talked about the mountains and the coastal area, I'm going to give you your independent work. You are allowed to read the story with your group. And I have that listed. Let's pull it up. So So I want students 12, 5, and 18. I want you to work in group. You're going to be group 1. Students 1, 2, 16, you're going to be group 2. Students 6 through 15, you're going to be group 3. Students 13 and 4, you're going to be group 4. Students 19 and 20, you're going to be group 5. Students 7 and 8, you're going to be group 6. Students 10 and 11, you're going to be group 7. And students 9 and 14, I'm going to let you work with me. Alright, and so today, for our independent practice and our group work, I want y'all to watch this video. Or, well, it's a book, but it's going to read to you. So all you need to do is listen to it, and I want you to listen to it twice so you know and you fully understand the story. All right, and you're going to have to look back, I guess. If you don't remember it, you can look back through your story. So I'm just going to give you a quick preview of what you're going to do.
Mountains by Kimberly
It's about the
M.
mountains,
Woodmacher.
which we've been discussing about today. Because yesterday we went over the coastal plain. All right.
How a mountain
And this
forms.
reads to you. So you're going to talk
Earth's
about how a
surface.
mountain forms.
Mountains form. Other forces form. From underground. Famous mountains.
And you're going to talk about famous mountains. We talked about
Mount
one
Everest. In the
just a little bit ago in our other
people
book.
And mountains.
And you're going to learn about the people in
Long
the mountains.
Today,
Okay?
travel.
All right. And so that was that. Oh, shoot. Let me share my screen. That might help. All right. Let me go back. All right. So here's your
Mountains by Kimberly.
thing.
How a
So it
mountain
talks about how
form.
they form.
Other form. From famous.
You're going to talk about famous
Mount
mountains.
Everest. People and
You're going to talk
mountains.
about the people in the mountains.
Today, travel is.
All right. Then you'll go over that. But today, after you finish reading that, we got a little activity we're going to do. And you're going to want to talk with your partners and, you know, work together and answer these questions. And I want full sentences. All right, and here are some of our questions. I want you to do a Venn diagram. I want you to compare and contrast. On this side, put coastal plains, the coast. On this side, put the mountains. And then, for instance, let's do our trees. All right, here's the coast. Coastal. All right, coastal has palm trees. All right, trees. Here's the mountains. They have Douglas firs. All right. Maybe list more than one kind of tree. I'm just giving you an example. And this, you're going to put in the middle what similarities they have. So what do they have that's the same? Coastal, they have rivers. Mountains have rivers. Find some same animals. Just find something that's the same and then talk about their differences. All right, here are some questions that we've got to discuss. They are in your book that's going to be read to you. So read it twice so you know these answers. How are mountains formed over time? How do you think people traveled through mountains? How about how they did it back then and how they do it now? So compare and contrast them. What other forces form mountains? Name 3 ways. Tell me how they are formed. Name some famous mountains. We talked about one already. Alright. Once you're done with that, I want you to turn it in and then turn it in and bring it to me. And then we'll go over it. All right, so you are all finished. Your papers, and y'all have a good day.